Coming our way next, we have Up Close and Personal. The gracious hostess here is Dr. Nandini Mauli of the Capital Forum. Her honoured guest is Dr. Satish Shivacharya, who actually visited DC from Chennai, India. He was present at SSVT Temple in Maryland, where he led the last Mahaganapati Mahotsavam. Let's join the dialogue.
Namaste and good morning to you all. I'm Nandini Mauli, welcoming you all to another edition of Up Close and Personal, where we discuss the key events happening, key topics of interest to the Washington DC, Maryland and Virginia Indian residents. You know, I believe there is a huge wind of change sweeping through the immigrant society in United States, especially in the Hindu families. As the older generation of our aunts and uncles and parents who came to this country as first generation immigrants grow older and older, there is a newer and younger generation of Hindu youths growing in this country. With them are also growing many problems, many challenges these Hindu youths face. You know, being a youth is not a huge new thing. Even 2300 years back, philosopher Plato wondered, why are these Hindus, why are these youths facing all kinds of problems? They are getting into riots, they are disobeying their elderly people, they are disrespecting their parents, and their moral values are decaying, and so on and so forth. So the problems with youth is not new at all. However, problems faced by Hindu youths is another issue, on top of the issues being faced by just the youths. These youths are facing identity crisis in this country. They are not sure what they are not sure who they belong to, they are not sure what to do with respect to their religion. So this is a very serious and important topic that I would like you to be part of in discussing with our special guest today, Shri Dr. Satish Shivacharya, who is a well-read, scholarly Hindu philosopher and Acharya, Pradhana Acharya in fact, for Sri Shiva Vishnu Temple located in Lanham, Maryland. Satish Shivacharya has a PhD in theology and has worked in topics such as Utsava Murtis. Why do we bring Utsava Murtis outside the temple when the Moolava Murtis are present inside the sanctum? So he is very well read and very well steeped in Hindu culture, along with have a passion for Hindu youths. He has run many workshops, many chat sessions favoring and educating Hindu youths living in the United States. So I wanted to take this opportunity to have his words of wisdom also passed on to our youths living in the Maryland, Virginia and Washington DC area. Sri Shivacharya, I am so delighted that you could join me on the stages of GTV today, and we would probably talk about a little bit of what you have observed as a Hindu philosopher and an outsider, so to speak, because you live in Chennai and you have been flown and invited specifically by Shiva Vishnu Temple to lead this Mahaganapati Mahotsavam currently happening. So you have seen many youths, you have mingled with them, talked with them, understood their background and so on. So maybe you could talk to us a little bit about what exactly is happening, what do you see is the problem?
Thank you, madam, for giving this opportunity and this platform. More than problems, I feel the youth, they do not know what exactly they are, their identity. It is because we should try to understand them. More than the problem, it's like we have the solution, like two sides of a coin. Every problem come with a solution also.
Yes.
So we don't have to go out to search for the solution. So the other side of the coin. Likewise, we have to just tell them what exactly their culture is and in which point, in which junction they should be together and in which junction they should be separate. Separate in the sense to maintain the culture, like in a street there are many houses.
Yes.
It may be called as the same street, like a northern street or southern street, but there are many houses because each one have their own identity. Likewise, together we live in a country as as brothers and sisters. At the same time, like our own houses, to maintain our culture, we have to follow our system, our religion, whichever religion they follow. So this type of knowledge, I feel, if we tell them, they are ready to accept it, and they just want the answers for their questions. Those questions are answered, definitely it will be clear. The solution is already there with them.
Okay, very good. So the solution is in making them aware that they are Hindu youth and they have certain dharmic duties.
Yes.
As a son, as a brother, as a a grandson, and so on and so forth.
Yes.
So following a particular type of rituals
Yes.
in the home,
Yes.
just like how their parents are practicing,
Yes.
would help them to go along the same path.
Yes.
And it will inculcate the values of Hinduism for them.
Yes.
Okay. One of the questions I get from the children is that these rituals, practices are very difficult to follow. Some days we worship Krishna with Krishna Jayanti. Another day we worship Ganesh with Ganesh Chaturthi. Another day Lakshmi. And they say Hindu gods are very many, and I am not sure how to prioritize my practices and rituals according to the many faceted versions of Hinduism. What would we say to them?
The Vedas gives us the answers for these questions. It says, Ekam Sat Vipraha Bahudha Vadanti. The truth is one. The learned call it by many names. It's like a buffet system. You go there, if you like chapati, you can select the chapati. If another person who likes a dosa, he can select a dosa. Likewise, Mahakavi Kalidasa says, Loko Bhinna Ruchihi. Each one have different tastes. So based upon the taste, if a person who wants knowledge as his priority, so he can pray to Goddess Saraswati. If a person wants these obstacles to be removed, so he can pray to Lord Ganesha. If a person wants wealth, he can pray to Goddesses Lakshmi. Likewise, we should not be confused, I think. Like we have different attires. Based upon the occasion, we wear it.
Oh, beautiful.
So like, formal, informal wears.
Yes.
Likewise, on that occasion, you pray to that God.
Okay.
So once you know for which purpose, I'm sure we will not be, there may be many roads, but based upon the destination, we select the road.
Okay.
Likewise, we should always ask this question, what is wrong in having so many gods? It's varieties. It's, once you understand more gods, it's like one power
Yes.
comes in different forms. One electricity, same electricity comes as light, in the form of fan, comes in the form of computers.
Yes.
Likewise, it's the same energy,
Yes.
but for our understanding, the God comes down,
Yes.
and for our understanding, it takes different forms.
Very nice, very nice. Okay, I think this is a beautiful explanation. It's like there are so many flowers in a garland, but the same thread goes through them. So it's like that thread of unity
Yes.
in the diversity
Yes.
of our Hindu gods.
Yes.
There lies the beauty
Yes.
of Hinduism, and that's very easy for me to also explain and so on. In terms of the values, when the children feel that they are who they are, they are Hindu youths, they have the duties and so on. So during that process of assimilating who they are also wondering, well, I have to be truthful, I have to be self-reliant, I have to be self-confident, I have to be a very selfless person, and so on. So how do we bring in the ritual values and human values to them and teach them by being who you are and feeling good about yourself, you can also become a good human being? What type of translation has to happen?
Rituals are very important because it connects us. like a phone, it connects us to the other part of the world. It's like, but we have to take the telephone and we have to switch on whichever number we want to speak with. Likewise, our Shastra says, Nakuryat nishpalam karma. Please do not do anything that is meaningless. If our Shastras have said, please do not do anything that is meaningless.
Yes.
So whatever that has been said in the Shastras are meaningful.
Okay.
So that we should believe. And for example, this I can just give an example, you know, like I take a car and I go to a place where I do not know the route. I just switch on the GPS system.
Yes.
Just feed on the address.
Yes.
And that shows us the way.
Yes.
Likewise, the rituals when you follow, that will show you the way. You just have to follow it. You just have to switch on GPS system, it will tell turn to the right, turn to the second left, and you are just half a mile away.
Okay.
Likewise, our Shastras are nothing but our GPS system. It shows you the way.
Okay.
You turn to the right, you turn to the left, you get up at this time.
Okay.
And that is but nothing but, you know, it's like the programming, like,
Yes.
like maybe you can compare a computer also.
Yes.
A computer, we not know all the system in a computer, the whole system, but we can just know the switch on and switch off,
Yes.
how to use the mouse and all those things.
Yes.
So if you know the basic things,
Okay.
and if you just follow the system, the like help tutorial,
Yes.
I am sure we can go reach the right point.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful.
The rituals does helps us in connecting us. So we cannot just say manas irundha podum. Many people they say if your mind is pure, you need not follow and all those things.
Right.
But that we do not apply to our food.
Yeah.
You are keeping the food in front of you.
Yes.
You have to show some ritual.
Yes.
It's a kind of ritual.
Right. Okay.
Likewise, ritual is nothing but an exercise.
Okay.
By an exercises, you are reducing your fat.
Yes.
I say by the rituals, you are also reducing your fat of your karmas.
Fantastic.
Your karmas are being reduced
Very
by following the rituals.
Very nice. Yeah. So it's almost like exercise, discipline, they all go hand in hand.
Yes, yes,
So
yes.
when you are really disciplined, then your mind is going to be in the same path.
Yes.
If the discipline ritual is good, then your mind is in the good path.
Yes, yes.
And that's going to lead you to become controlled, body control, mind control,
Yes.
and make you do things only right way.
Yes,
type of
yes,
thing.
yes, yes.
So it takes them to the next level of leadership. The
Yes.
young adults always, of course, want to achieve.
Yes.
You know, they want to please. You know, this is one interesting point, Shivacharya ji. I always think our children growing up here are put under higher pressure.
Yes.
Because they want to please the parents who are already in good level with
Yes.
respect accomplishments. They also want to please their peers. They also want to please their grandparents.
Yes.
So all around there is pressure.
Yes, you are right.
For them.
You are right.
And for a medicine or a technique to become successful is to have this type of ritual.
Yes, yes,
because
yes.
that's going to train them mind to be
Yes.
in disciplined path and
Yes.
so on. So I think then we can say safely that Hindu rituals, Hindu practices are going to help their left brain as well as right
Yes.
brain trained to do things in the proper way. And even if they don't understand the procedures in the very beginning,
Yes.
over time
They'll experience it.
they'll experience it. And when they become actually parents, I'm sure they would be able to show their own children
Yes.
why to stand in front of Swami,
Yes.
why to do certain meditation,
Yes.
certain prayers and so
Yes.
on. And this is what I'm very, very, very sometimes afraid about, Shivacharya ji. We have so many temples being built. We are all getting older and older, and our younger children have to come to the forefront and be able to take care of either the rituals in the temple or the leadership management in the temple. For that, they have to feel strongly about the Hinduism,
Yes, yes.
about the religion, about what they belong into the temple and so on. So that's why this conversation is very critical.
Yes, yes.
We want you to give the youngsters any type of advice and suggestions that you could possibly have
Yes.
in order to move them along in the spiritual path.
Yes. It's like, you know, the rituals, how it helps us is we cannot say only if I know the meaning of it, I will follow. Because, for example, we are every day we take food, but no one has seen our own food pipe.
Yes.
We understand that there is a food pipe.
Right.
I have not seen my own food pipe with my own eyes. Maybe through a scan or through X-ray, I could have seen.
Yes.
But if I'm going to say, no, if you see only by your eyes, you can have your food, then, you know, finally we have to lose our life. Likewise, you know, these rituals, you just start following it. and definitely it's like the first step, and finally it will take you the right step, because all our forefathers have followed it and they had a good life.
Yes.
And why should we miss that good opportunity?
Absolutely.
Those who never take chances never get ahead.
Absolutely.
So this is the easiest way, fastest way, and the right way. And it is a great tradition, and by we doing the rituals, by we praying, we always believe the Hinduism is called the Sanatana Dharma,
Yes.
the eternal laws. Whatever we pray for, it is like sending a group email.
Yes.
If you send a group email, it goes to the people who are subscribed to it.
Yes.
Am I right or wrong?
Yes, yes,
So you need not separately type in the addresses.
Exactly.
Likewise, when you pray,
Yes.
we feel the whole universe is benefited by it. So you start practicing it. The children should start practicing it, and definitely I feel I have more confidence with the children, madam, with our young adults. They are very attentive. They are very knowledgeable.
Yes.
And I only problem I feel is they want their questions to be answered.
Yes.
For that, I would always say it has to be divided into two types. Some questions can be answered directly. Some questions it will be answered only through their experiences. So they have to wait till then.
Okay.
Like once I get into the flight, at once I do not reach India.
Right.
I have to wait.
Yes.
Maybe 16 hours or 20 hours.
Yes.
But I have to go into the right flight.
Yes.
I have to have the proper visa. Likewise, let me start following the rituals, and definitely that would lead them to the right path.
Yes, but in terms of answering their questions,
Yeah.
I do see that sometimes they get confused about where to get the answers. Okay, our Puranas and Vedas, they are all in Sanskrit. And there have been a lot of translation and alliteration and so on happening. But still, they would like to know the answers in some common areas,
Yes.
which they can go to right away and get their questions answered. For example, why does Ganesh have the elephant face, or similar questions. So where would you think are some of the best repository of information, Hindu information, that the children can reach out to?
Actually, I feel it is the right beginning for you, our second generation people. You should start it here in America, so that nowadays, it is globalized.
Yes.
By you starting here, it can reach around the world. Like Google search,
Yes.
once you type in some word, we are getting the search results for it. Likewise, maybe you can start let the children, let the young adults can ask questions to your site. Maybe you can start some site, and you can send it to the particular acharyas who are practicing. Suppose if a acharya is practicing Shaivite system, so he will be able to answer that. So let it go through the proper portal. You can start the portal here, and through that we can answer. The world is it has become very small.
Yes.
And telecommunication is helping us today.
Absolutely.
Now we have Skype and all those system,
Right.
through which definitely we can, I'm sure, let it start, you should start some system
Systems,
here.
okay.
Because it is, you people have so much of responsibilities. You have come from India.
Right.
You know what it was there.
Yes.
And you know the system here.
Yes.
So you should be a bridge here, and we are always there to help you in building this bridge.
Absolutely. We appreciate that.
Yes.
That's the reason,
And I'm so sorry to interrupt. I'm sure we have answers for all the questions our younger adults have. Once we answer them, and once they start following the system, they will not go to any other places, because once you know about some system, once you know the advantages of the system, you will not leave it.
Okay.
So it is our duty to make them practice it, to make them understand it. So I feel it is our duty to educate them.
Educate them, yes. Education is a key element. I do agree with you. When people don't have correct knowledge, it's easy for them to switch to some other path, be it a different religion, different mode, and so on. And in the same context, Dr. Shivacharya, I wanted to ask you about your views on the children of immigrants marrying or considering to marry different faiths children as wives or husbands and so on? What are your views about them?
I feel it would not be right in the future. Maybe we should think of not just 1 year or 10 years, maybe after 50 or 100 years, there will be totally different culture. So finally, the loss of our culture may take place if this goes on. And other thing is, at that time it may look good, but we always believe, as per our tradition, as per our Hinduism, marriage is till our end.
Yes.
There is no divorce in Hindu system.
Yes.
There is no concept of dysfunctional family which is taking place today, which is wrong.
Right.
So husband and wife, we believe it's Shiva and Shakti together, and Vishnu and Lakshmi together, Saraswati, the divine couples. We are nothing but they are our models,
Yes.
our role models. So I feel like marrying in different culture is not the right way, because you have to make so much of compromises, and finally you lose yourself. We should move with everyone. We should be together, like in the same street.
Yes.
At the same time, we should have our own houses. Then only there will not be any confusions.
Okay.
So I feel, like for example, in Hinduism, we believe in rebirth.
Yes.
Like many concepts, like like in other system, they do not have the concept of rebirth.
Yes.
So many systems, we do have differences. So those differences, only when we stay separately, like our own houses, we can our own life. Once we come out of our house, when we are in the streets, we should be together.
Okay.
So as a community, we should be together.
Right.
Like there is no Yadum Ure Yavarum Kalil. There's a saying.
Be a Roman in Rome.
Yes,
Yes,
That is once you go out of your
Yes.
home,
Yes.
you should be together.
Yes.
There is nothing wrong in it. There is the greatness of our system.
Absolutely.
At the same time, marriage is a very important decision. In the Devi Mahatmya it says, if you get a good wife or a wife get a good husband, we attain moksha.
Okay.
Not just for any bodily relationship, it's more than that.
Yes.
So for
It's a
that,
very sacred relationship.
It's very sacred relationship.
Yes.
Maybe one or two may be wrong, but we should not see the wrong examples.
Exactly.
I still have seen many people who are celebrating 50th year wedding anniversary.
Yes.
It is still going on here also.
Right.
So we should see the right examples, the understanding we would get only if this goes on well. Else finally, if the marriage takes place on with other community, like other system, then like compatibility.
Yes.
The compatibility, the USB shall be operated only in the USB port.
Yes.
The disk can be operated only in the disk port.
Yes.
Am I right or wrong?
Yes, you cannot mix and match them.
Both we can go on with the computer, both we can open through the mouse,
Right.
Through the system.
Yes.
But the compatibility is also we have to see.
Absolutely.
So I feel, and the Shastras also says, even Arjuna fears during the war, he says, Sankara. Sankara means mixture. He is afraid of this mixture which should not take place. So the Hindus should marry with Hindus, the Christian community should marry with Christian. That would be better to follow their own system, their own beliefs.
Yes. That's what many gurus also have said. I'm reminded of one by Satya Sai Baba, who says that if you are a Hindu, be a very strong, devout Hindu.
Yes, yes.
If you are a Christian, be a strong, devout Christian.
Christian, yes.
And you be faithful and loyal to that
that God.
religion, to that family.
Yes.
And still consider everybody as a kutumbam,
Yes,
Vasudevaikya kutumbam.
Yes, yes.
The whole world is
One
under
family.
one family and one God type of thing. But within that, you be a loyal person
Yes.
within there. And in the same context, once again, I'm reminded of another question one of the youngsters asked me, Dr. Shivacharya, which is, I would love to be a good human person. At the same time, I see in my own religious community, whether it is temple or satsang group or this or that, there are quite a lot of strifes, there are quite a lot of confusion, there are quite a lot of quarrels happening amongst the Hindu elderly people. When I see them, I get disenchanted and I am very confused. Is this what is Hinduism about? And I would very much like to have the elderly Hindus to be role models by following and loving each other type of thing. And so what do you say to that type of?
Definitely people who are quarreling, for positions or whatever it may be, they are not Hindus as per my system, because Hinduism is very clear, Satyam Vada, speak the truth, Dharmam Chara, go in the righteous path. So, and Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, as you mentioned earlier, everyone, we belong to one family. Like Lord Krishna says, Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahmane Gavyastini Shvanishchaiva Shvapakecha Pandita Samadarshinaha. Adi Shankara Bhagavad Pada says for Pandita, generally when we talk about Pandita means a learned person. But Bhagavad Pada says, Panda Atma Vishya Buddhi Esham Tehi Pandita. He who knows about his self. A person, once he knows about his self, he will not quarrel. So I feel the children should switch on the ignore mode when they see these people, because we came alone and we are going to go alone. Yes. We should not be bothered about this system, these people, because these people are very negligible. Hinduism is a very vast religion, and it has been here for millions and millions of years. Not just 2013 years, it's very vast. This is supposed to be 28th Kali Yuga.
Yes.
So crores and crores of years. So we belong to a very big community, and it is through this community we pray for all the people around the universe.
Yes.
Sarve jana sukhino bhavantu. We always say, like watering at the root. When you water at the root, it goes to all the
leaves,
fruits,
plants,
leaves, and every part of the tree is taken care. Yes. Likewise, you belong to this community. So definitely the people who are fighting, they are not the people whom they should see. They should switch on the ignore mode to them. They should not look into it. They should participate in temples, because Alayam Thozhuvadu Salavam Nandru. Temple is a place, is a portal, and we are all notes. So the portal should be taken care. Only through the portal the notes gets the messages. Am I right or wrong?
Absolutely.
Likewise, the temple worship is very important. Through the temple the services has to be taken care. So children should participate in temple activities. They should get the energy that they want. They need more energy nowadays. As you said, they are pressurized from all the sides. My vote is always there for the young adults. I would always vote them.
Yes.
I feel if they are educated properly, they would be more devoted, if you don't mistake me, than the second generation Hindus.
Absolutely.
Because I've seen many Hindus, young youths here, they are very devoted, very, they have, but they want them to be, the questions to be answered. Yes. And I'm sure their questions are to be answered in very few. Once you follow the, switch on the portal, everything can be answered through that.
Okay, wonderful. It has been a wonderful discussion on the youths, and especially because we all feel that just like how Sri Aurobindo said, the future belongs to the youngsters.
Yes, yes.
So for their future to be very successful, we as the elderly people have to provide them with education, education of the good Hindu system, and take away all their questions, all their doubts, and be good role models in front of them, so they take only the good lessons from youths, from people like us, and also from Acharya like Dr. Shivacharya. You should take all kinds of help available in the internet, in the temples, in the libraries, in so many avenues, and make sure that you stay in the path of good, dharmic youth Hindu. And we appreciate all your efforts along the spiritual path, and please do write to us and call us if you have any questions at all. Sri Shiva Vishnu Temple is there for you to answer questions, so please do visit ssvt.org and take all your questions and so on. We look forward to seeing you during this Mahotsav time, which is Mahaganapati Mahotsavam, as well as other times. Look forward to being with you again. And Sri Shivacharya, thank you so very much for being here with me and discussing. It has been a very illuminating, very educational session even for me, and wonderful, wonderful to speak with you.
Thank you, madam, for giving this opportunity to share my ideas about the youth. Absolutely. I'm sure they are going to do very well in the future. Lots of great things are going to take place through them.
Thank you.
Thank you.
With that, Vanakkam, Namaskaram.
Namaste.